regardless, because obviously safe lane is free farming, you don't get contested as much. And Meepo, well, you only lane for 3 minutes anyways, and then you go into the jungle and you don't care too much. It's fairly even for the two teams. The offlane is ahead on the side of Execration, but the safe lane on the side of Gamers is having much better time. For now. The Meepo is also slowly starting to transition into jungle. He's moving back and forward for now, but eventually you can send a support here to the mid lane, leech a little bit of experience, and then just have the Meepo commit for the jungle. Bottom lane though, we do have the first ball on Hana as well. The Timbersaw runs him down, pops a couple of those whirling deaths, and it's dangerous. If you don't get your skewers off, if you don't have it available, then the Timbersaw can just do that small move where you destroy him with the whirling death. He does have raindrops on him now, so it will be much easier for him to survive those whirling deaths. Once you have raindrops, it's not that painful. He does have his Ravage available now, so in case of emergency he can go forward. You don't want to use it too defensively, but he may have to fail upon Shadow Word. Let's get used on the Titan, but he should purge it off any time now. There we go. Almost dying from it, but just enough that he actually purges it off, so he will be fine. Further than try and find the Meepo or someone else hiding in the jungle. The Meepo is going to be in the mid lane for now. They do run into both of the support heroes as well. DJ is going to be the target. He gets jumped, he gets hit, and he gets killed. 2 hits from the PA will be more than enough to bring him down. Global silence committed by the silencer from Execration, but it's too little too late as the Rubik is already dead. That was a lot of commitment as well. I mean, okay, the Starladder may be a little bit in trouble. Does have this Ravage available, but forcing it out would be very devastating as he tries to go in. Crush is available in a second. He does go for his Ravage. The P in the meantime is sitting back. They do get the kill on the Titan. They lose the Starladder for it, but using the Ravage, that is a costly price. In the meantime, the Timbersaw tries to go in and defend this. He does move closer. The Warlock gets jumped on with that Timber Chin. The P is not going to be in position. The Sunster gets hit by the dagger, but the question is, do they know, and do they know in time? They will go for the Sunstrike on Roshan, and now it's going to be obvious. They can move in time to try and contest this as well. The Timbersaw will force them away as much as possible. Golden comes out from the Warlock. He will be alive, but the Timbersaw wants to bring him down. He will be healed. It's not good enough as Sip on that Timbersaw will take his life. And now Hana goes in, tries to go for a skill, will miss it. Skill will be stolen by the Rubik. Starladder playing forward, gets a crush off, gets the kill on the Titan. He does not get to use his Ravage. The Meepo tries to blink initiate on the Invoker, but is not going to land the PA. Dodges out one spell, dodges out the other one. Sip needs to be careful. He will be jumped on now. In the meantime, the PA is so goddamn low. The Invoker needs to help his friend as Arving always dodging it out. Is it going to be good enough? Still alive. Yulsepter comes out. Sunstrike on top of it. Looks like the PA will survive, and the Invoker will secure the kill on the Timbersaw. And meanwhile, in the back lines, they found another kill on the Silencer, chasing further and further with that slot as well as the Magnus. The Titans now come back for round 2 as well. That is a full-on team wipe. Okay, they lost a Warlock in the start. That is the one here that will have to give up. The PA not dying there. That's probably the most unfortunate situation. Your Timbersaw has a Bloodstone complete inside of Execration. He is pretty much at his strongest at the moment that he will be in the early game. And he still cannot bring down that PA, just juking him around for eternity. And now the Titan gets skewered back, gets control. A big crit to the face. He will be able to use his Ravage, but again, it's a defensive Ravage. Doesn't do nearly enough. Will not be able to save you. Will not be able to win your team fight. Doesn't manage to get his crush off, but he doesn't die, and they get another tower for themselves. So they'll go for 5-minute smoke play inside of Gamers. They're just faking back. They go for a jump. They go for the Meepo, and the Meepo will be killed, thinking that they would back themselves up and go for the T2 down the bottom lane, but no. Gamers, they won the kill. Very nice move there. Now they find the Timbersaw as well, moving into the mid of them, and he will be in trouble. Meteor comes out, Blast comes out, Skewer comes out from the Magnus, and the Timbersaw will drop down as well. Maybe not the best play to go in, going into the full 5-man squad of Gamers. And now Execration with 2 cores down, none of them having buybacks. The Meepo actually buying out. Oh, he does have buyback. It was kind of flickering for a second, but I guess he does have buyback. Titan gets jumped, and well, 1 crit to the face makes it kind of difficult for the Kraken Shield to do its work if you get killed instantly. Same thing for the Silencer. Another crit, another kill. Timbersaw gets RP'd, gets skewered, and he will be killed again. Just respawn. That is all of those value charges on the Bloodstone completely gone. As Gamers, they're giving no break to the start of Execration. This feels like Execration is not ever going to be able to take a fight. because you are 20,000 gold behind. It is not going to get any easier as the game goes on, so they need to find a jump now. And oh, speaking about a jump, the Meepo gets killed. He had a couple of Meepos in the top lane trying to find a little bit of farm, but that just does not work out. Alright, Invoker in the bottom lane. He's going to be the target. Let's see the Invoker. Does he get jumped on? He gets lifted up into the air. They do have the stolen RP actually. Okay. I didn't see they stole RP on the Rubik, but apparently he got an RP off. Oh boy. Alright, this is on the top lane, gets jumped. Oh my god. It's just dirty at this point. I mean, if you don't have full reactive armor stacks, it's just way too easy for them to kill you. I'm not sure how scared you should be at the moment. They know they're so far ahead. The Starladder will move into position, does have that mechanism and the route available. They did try and play a little bit around. Okay, they go in, Skewer comes out. Maybe not the best communication in the world, as that could have been a dead Starladder. As he in the meantime goes in, goes for a jump. He may be a little bit in trouble. He's taking a lot of damage here. He needs to be careful. He will manta dodge. He will back himself up, bring himself back. The Timbers in the meantime will be the focus. First comes out, Meteor combo on the Meepo with the RP coming out. The Rubik tried to go for a big steal, gets the fatal bombs in the end of the Titan, gets healed up in the air. Sunstrike comes out, the Starter will secure the kill on the Titan, and the Timbersaw buys back. Alright, they fought back on Gabbi's Meepo. Gabbi died again a second time as the PA went in, got a crit off. The PA will finally be taken down as the Timbersaw manages to get the kill. Timbersaw himself, does he get anything more done? Well, they call it GG. They call it GG. And as for the OD, gets banned out by the side of Clutch Gamers. A good hero against, well, amazing against Timbersaw to do a lot of damage, and fairly decent against the other heroes as the Ogre Magi, just, you know, passing on by, trying to put down some walls. They may actually run into each other, the Pudge as well as the Ogre Magi here. Yeah, they will indeed. So this kind of gets obvious, and they will ping it. They will just like straight up ping where the water's. So Pudge in the meantime maybe a little bit in trouble. He could actually be killed here. The Timber Chain gets skilled up by the Timbersaw. The Suntrack comes out. Looks like TJ is going to be a little bit in trouble. They run him down. They try to go in for this kill. He may have to just go for that route tonight. He will try very, very desperately. A little bit of lags coming out, but Hana will secure the kill. More lags coming out. Okay, please, game, stop this madness. In the meantime, Boombacs is a little bit in trouble. He will be able to run himself away from that swarm from the Weaver. And the Warlock in the meantime gets another Timber Chain to the face. Looks like Hana, he's just in it to win it. He will go on further. One more hit is all he needs, and he will go for it. Sunstrike comes out. He will get a Timber Chain. He will eat his way through the trees, but he will be killed either way. In the meantime, the Weaver will be the next one to fall as Boombac goes in. Swarm comes out in the meantime. Looks like the Ogre Magi may be a little bit in trouble. May have asked for a little bit too much. The Warlock not here just yet. The Weaver does use his salve, and looks like the Ogre Magi will be fine. Just nah. Alright, looks like the Tinger may be a little bit in trouble in the mid lane. The Coast now comes out. The Ogre Magi with the Rubik moves in. They get that jump, and flysolo will secure the kill on the Tinger with a little Fate Bolt to the face. He will not pick himself up, a little Boundary Rune as well, and out farming the Timbersaw. But I feel like the Timbersaw is creating so much space that it's still kind of worth it. Another mid lane. Looks like the Invoker may be a little bit in trouble. They do not have a laser available on that thing. He tries to go for a hook, but no, the lift comes out on top of that, stopping the hook from actually pulling him anywhere. So the Tinker will be taken down either way. Another kill to the side of Clutch Game is very nicely done there. It's a Timbersaw. It's not really a hero that is having an easy time getting lasted, and he has been using most of the laning stage to just run around now. Hana may be a little bit in trouble. Looks like Stevie wants to go very deep for that kill, but he will back himself up as Hana used another Timber Chain to get himself a little bit further away. Everything will be fine. Mid lane in the meantime, the Tinger dies again as Boombacs moves into position. Technically, you are getting hit by the Beetle, but it is just not an actual regular thing. Now let's see the Pudge. Looks like he is going to be very much in trouble. Stampede comes out. This may save DJ's life. Looks like that is going to be the case. In the meantime, the Ogre Magi is going to be focused down. So speaking about saving that Stampede for later, looks like that is definitely going to pay off this time. They get an Ogre kill, and they make sure the Pudge does not die. Take any damage to the tower anymore as well. He heals all of it. So let's see. It looks like that is going to be the play. They want to go for this Warlock. He is the one they can kill easily, and They'll go in, Stampede comes out, gives them a couple of seconds, another little lag, come on Kale, not now. In the meantime, in the mid lane, looks like they were running down the Invoker with that Centaur. They go in, they get the initiation, they get the kill. The facing was thinking about going for Chrono. He will in the end go for Chrono on the Centaur, making sure he does not TP out. They just have a left available, but I guess a kill is a kill no matter what. DJ in the meantime will go for TP out, so they make it a 1-for-1 trade-off. They have to commit the Chronos here for that, but they're still not level 6, so there's no Dismember, but they might be able to burn him down. Need to be careful though, and looks like they are bringing in reinforcements. They take in the Tinker as well. In the meantime, the Rubik does run in to the Pudge, and he will be punished for this. In the meantime, the Timbersaw is going to be the next one they want to work down. Just let Timber chain away, and well, he will be fine. He'll be fine. Alright, Fire Blast comes out. It will be comboing up onto Sip. Maybe Sip is a little bit in danger. He doesn't have enough mana to use his Timeless, but he does have 16 charges available. DJ will be killed by Hana, who comes out doing a little bit of damage onto Hana, but it's not going to be enough to actually burn him down, and he will just tank those creeps, make sure he has full reactive armor stacks, and Sip will not be able to burn him down. Another combo comes out. Sunstrike on top of that, and the Weaver will burn down, will be forced to use his Timeless. In the meantime, the Centaur does TP back to the bottom lane. Does have a Stampede available, but what can they really do with this? Every single time. In the meantime, flysolo tries to get himself away, does have that stolen Zakuchi. Courier flies out, gives some creeps. It looks like the Courier will be taken down, so the Rubik controlling the Courier in a not the best way possible. Alright, well, at least they get a consolation prize. They don't get the Timbersaw kill, but they get the Courier. DJ in the meantime, bottom lane, some threat comes out from Clutch Gamers, and they bring him down easily. Bing does have a Chronosphere available as well if he wants to go deep, but looks like he will be fine backing himself up. They pressure the Tier 2 tower a little bit. He's moving towards the Shadow Blade next. Looks like he is trying to position himself on top of... Oh, he goes in. He goes for the Chronosphere. He goes in. Laser Creep coming out with that Harpy as well, and Tinger will be burned. Mid lane. Looks like the Centaur a little bit in trouble. Coast now comes out. Armel gets another kill here, and top lane they get kills as well. As every single lane they get one kill. Clutch Gamers just bringing the pains to the side of Execration. Suddenly they just step on the speeder and everything goes a lot faster. The Invoker is only 1,000 gold away from his Aghanim, and now looks like in mid lane. The Tinker a little bit too far out where he doesn't want to be, and he will be taking down flysolo moves in. They used Stampede as well inside of Execration, but it's not going to be good enough as the Tinker will be burned easily. Now Ogre Magi, okay, Pudge could go for a hook. If he gets the hook off, he should be able to kill him, but no, he will just go in, he will rot him in the face. TP's coming from the Weaver, the Centaur, the Warlock, everyone comes in. Boombacs will be killed. He accepts his fate. He will use a couple of spells before dying, but he will die nonetheless. It's like, you know, an initiation item for a carry hero, if you can call it that. Now let's see, Execration coming in from the side. They do have that blink available to go in. Oh, but the first hit bash, the Centaur. That's just painful to watch. The Ogre Magi in the meantime maybe kill the Arbing. Does have a Chronosphere available in 20 seconds. He goes in for the time lapse. Looks like Boombacs will be fine for now. DJ is going to be the one who gets focused on. Golem comes out, Sunstrike on top of it all. Faces Void. They get hit by the storm. It looks like Hana is burning down. He will be killed. Finally, they bring him down. So even in the meantime, Arbing is backing himself up. He wants to go for that Shrine Hill. 5 seconds to go. Then he has his Chronosphere available. They go in. They stun the Weaver as well. He does have his time lapse available. He will be able to time lapse himself away. Chronosphere is up and running. Looks like, oh, the storm came out. The Weaver is going to be in issues. Chronosphere comes out. Maybe a little bit overkill, but they don't want to take any chances as the Weaver will be killed 2 for 3 this time around. But he's not really been able to use it for too much lately. He is trying to set up for another kill in the mid lane. The Tinker does have his Trial Boost available soon. Bling as well. Boombacs gets jumped on the Ogre, who comes out from the butt. They bring him back, and they should be able to get this kill easily. Very nicely done. They know that, you know, simply jumping the enemy team may not be good enough right now, so very deep on enemy side. Maybe a little bit too deep as DJ moves in. He does have a storm available with that Centaur. Stampede comes out. They try to go in on him. They will get the hook as well in the face as well. Will be killed, as that was maybe a little bit too far out on your own. Upping his life. We just got a couple of good kills. Let's buy some Midases, as right now Clutch Gamers, they're still ahead. They're still having a very, very good game. So the only way we can win this is by trying to scale later into the game. Centaur goes in, gets lifted up instantly, and Sunstrike comes out. The Centaur will be killed without getting his golem off at all. flysolo steals the golem. Golem's onto the Weaver. The Weaver tries to chase him in the meantime. Looks like he will be found out. He does have his timeless available. Doesn't need to use it though. Who comes out onto Boombacs. Boombacs will be controlled, and he should be killed here. Against will DJ gets jumped on by Hana. Sip is forced to use his timer as they get the kill on the Ogre Mage. In the meantime, Tinker goes in very deep, gets a kill on the Rubik. In the meantime, Hana's going to be the next one to be jumped on Gabbi. He beats himself back to his base as he needs more mana to be able to continue fighting. Looks like Hana will survive this time around. The face is what is himself back as well. You know, sometimes it's too greedy to pick up the rune. Most of the time people is like, leave the rune alone because they might have vision of the rune and they see you, and this is one of those times. But it's a haste rune, it's just so juicy, right? In the meantime, Hana goes in. Tinker does get the blink away this time. In the meantime, Warlock, well, not so fortunate. He will be killed. One dead on side of Execration, one more Bloodstone charge to the side of Trust.Gaming. Someone was pinging that a little bit as a creeps were pulled, but either way, Roshan is now dead and Execration, they're moving into position, but it's too little too late.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So long on Hoostomp that it's one of the easier times where you can get that blink away, and you can see Armel, he's doing it every single time. He's just playing around him. Gabbi is now in the trees, maybe a little bit greedy. Tornado comes out from Armel, doesn't hit onto anyone though. In the meantime, the Tinker gets spotted. Gabbi is going to be in trouble. He does try and laser, he does try and get himself away. Is it going to be possible though? He gets it away. The laser keeping him alive. Coldnap comes out from the Invoker. In the meantime, he's fighting up against the Pudge. The Pudge will be able to secure the kill on the Invoker, but this is just the Aegis. Hana still fighting. Tinker in the meantime, using as many spells as he possibly can. Armel is toggling through his spells like a crazy man. Hana will tank those Swarm, will go get himself away. The Warlock goes for the TP out. In the meantime, the Invoker needs to find a jump on this Weaver. He will go for the TP out. Will he cancel it? No, he will not. That's for the top lane. They were pressuring the tower in the meantime. Almost took it down. They ended up, well, they lost the Ogre match. They took the Punch down, and now in the meantime, in the top lane, looks like the Weaver is going to be in trouble. Chronosphere will be his death. Barely enough damage, but you know, enough damage is still enough damage. Tornado now flies out. The Invoker is trying to blink forward. Okay. Tinker needs to be a little bit careful. He will defend this tower though. Need to try and have more damage done. But the thing is, they probably don't want to really fight before the Aghanim is complete. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too far out on the Tinker. He gets jumped on by the Rubik. He gets lifted up into the air. Fire Blast comes out and the Tinker is going to be taken down. Nice attempt from DJ to save him, but that Tinker was way out of line there. I mean, that's just too far out. There's nothing else to say about it. Now the Punch will be run down as well. They go for a Deafening Blast on the Warlock as well. Sunstrike comes out. Looks like the Warlock is going to be taken down next, as this is just everyone being killed momentarily from the side of Execration. One person dies and then suddenly everyone dies as Clutch Gamers, they're just running them down. The Weaver's going to be controlled. Will be stunned. Will be killed. The That's stolen dismember from the Rubik, almost being his death. In the meantime, the Sensor will be jumped on and he will be killed as well. 4 dead on the side of Execration as the top tier 3 tower will be taken down. They don't have any creeps right now, so the Invoker will move himself back and try and force them to be pushed. Swarm comes out from the Weaver. In the meantime, Time Walk himself back in for those rockets. It's doing a lot of annoying damage to him, but it's not nearly enough to stop him from pushing. So the racks will be taken down slowly from the side of Clutch Gamers. Execration, okay, they go for the gold. They hook out the punch. Not good enough though. Hana's still alive. Goes for his Chakram. Looks like the punch will be taken down. The Chronosphere will control the Weaver as well. Stampede comes out. They try to bring alive the Weaver. The Weaver will survive. They do have a time war available on the face as well. He will move himself a little bit further away. Armel goes invisible. Big takes away the Swarm in the meantime. The Weaver goes in next to him. Okay, tries to bash him in the face, but at least the Shrine will keep the Weaver alive. The Sentinel goes in a little bit deep here now. He will try to go for the Storm. Will not actually be happening though, as the Weaver will be controlled. Arvin gets another time walk away in the meantime. Boombacs is trying to force away the Tinker, making sure that either he runs away or he will be fire blasted in the face, and looks like the Sentinel ended up dropping down to Hana once again. Sure that even though there's a lot of burst damage inside of Execration with the Tinker, it's not enough to actually stop him from pushing. But now the Invoker may go in trouble, goes for a Sunstrike. He actually gets a solo kill on the Weaver as he gets taken down, goes invisible, walks himself away. They might try and reinitiate, as looks like that is going to be the case. He will set the compass out, and well, the Timbersaw sets up on DJ. DJ will be burned. Armel will be the one getting the kill. Hana, another Bloodstone charge for him. Point booster, arcane, you know, this guy is rich. And let's see that Aghanim's doing some work on the Tinker, but is it going to be enough work? That's the question. Hana goes in, tries to set up on someone. He does find BPM. Tornado comes out, Cold Snap will control him. He doesn't have his MP available right now. Looks like Hana's going to be controlled. Chronosphere comes out on top of him. Sunstrike on the wall, and the wall will be taken down by the face as well. Looks like the time lapse is going to be good enough. Warlock and Punch will be taking down the Tinker with that laser, is trying his very best to delay this push from happening, but they lose 3 heroes. BPM goes in for a stomp on the face of squad, will be lifted up into the air with the Timbersaw seal step, then the center will drop down the next. Tinker once again goes in, gets another laser off, does a lot of damage, but it's not enough damage as they still survive. The tower will be taken down. Execration, okay, blink forward on the Timbersaw. They try to initiate on the Tinker. Looks like a tornado comes up, may be able to burst it down this time, and indeed the Tinker will be killed. This time they got the jump they needed. The Rax will be taken down the bottom lane, and this looks like it's going to be moments away from calling the GG. No buybacks on the side of Execration, as well the supports will come out momentarily, but this is going to be mega creeps at the very least before Clutch Gamers is going to be in any position to move out of the base. Alright, flysolo. Well, you know, being deep is not a problem. Why not? You know, gotta go deep. Gotta go deep.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Alright, that's mega creeps. Execration. Still not calling it. Still just sticking around. Well, you know, I guess they feel like they have some hope. Okay, they go for hook. They actually get a kill on the face of Void. That's a big kill. They get the kill on the Ogre as well. The Timbersaw is going to still be in position. Same thing for the Invoker, but finally they call it G. What happened? Okay, they call it GG. I thought for a second that CG was actually the ones calling GG, but you know, just fake GGing, obviously, maybe a sense of GG, but either way, Execration, they call it GG. They lost the game. CG, they will win this best of 2 series 2-0, so nicely played. Nicely played.